Welcome back to another MoisTea gaming video. Thank you for tuning in. If you've been keeping up to date, you would have known how this happened, and that's right, Verdun is encircled with 9 cores trapped inside it. But don't worry, I know there's no units around the northern section of Verdun. But if we have a quick look in the rules, it says that they cannot attack from a surrounded / encircled region. So that is not a worry for me, as weird as it looks, and you know, really they'd just be able to have a gander out and about, but no, that's how the game works. Up in the Calais region, we diverted troops away from the assault on Calais. It will still be happening. That is the next objective. Just using those troops down over here with a plan to attack straight through into these territories, which will then technically encircle all of this region, which is so many divisions, it's ridiculous, and the enemy will never ever recover from that. Once that's happened, straight for Calais, and then straight for Paris. That is currently my plan. In the Calais region, taking Arras might be a good idea. I think a couple of people have already mentioned this, as it will reduce the amount of tiles that I need to defend, freeing up even more units. We will see what the situation is after we have taken Sujan and Troyes. On the front over here, we've got just 2 cores floating around, most of it with the reinforcements that we've stolen from the Calais offensive, holding firm around Verdun. The only threatening pieces that the enemy have are in Nancy and Chalon-sur-Maine. Probably said that completely wrong. I could start attacking Arras now over the space of 2 turns, but don't particularly want to. It's the rainy season, which will increase casualties on our side, and I want more troops available for this northern assault before we proceed to take Calais. Not much left to do here now, bar from ending the turn. As long as Verdun does not get reconnected, we are good. They should lose 1 star every turn. We need to make sure we hold these 2 regions for good. They are very low on morale as we've just moved men into this position, and it is from battle fatigue. Ending the turn. And they haven't attacked. The enemy aren't attacking because we keep smashing them that much. They do not have any cash left. And this is very nice. September 1915. New research grants. The need to increase spending on research and development into new technology and weaponry has been recognized. That is nice. Our leaders have focused many industries and think tanks into creating new ways to destroy our enemies while protecting our allies. So that gives us 2 more. Excellent. 2 more points into research. And the gold keeps pouring in. We're now at 8,000 quid. Getting to September now. Let's have a look at these events. Cradle of Civilization. British and Indian forces move along the Tigris River to capture Kut El Mara in the Mesopotamia from Turkish forces. Is that actually say that? Oh, Mesopotamia, I've just been corrected. Their goal was to capture Baghdad, but the British-led force was inadequately supplied and woefully underestimated the Turkish forces. I think that was a repeating thing, to be honest. Though they came within 25 miles of Baghdad, they were eventually forced to retreat with heavy losses. The Allied army eventually surrendered at Kut after a brutal siege soon after. I bet that was a mess. Let's have a look at the other one. Inflation vision. Observation balloons are a two-edged sword. While they are great with recon efforts on the battlefield, the hydrogen gas used to inflate them is highly flammable and prone to explosion. That isn't wrong. Use that weakness to destroy enemy balloons either in the air or on the ground. Destroy 3 observation balloons. Well, that shouldn't be too bad. I wish you had that in the previous battle. We just smashed 2. Let's have a look at tech. Not too bothered about anything in the logistics side of things. The cash is running good. The only thing we could get really that I'm half wanting is the more troops. If we decrease the enemy's numbers very soon, that won't matter. Intelligence, I don't really care about right now. Infantry, this is definitely something I do want. We want the elite training. This will give us the raiders, which are some of the best units for getting in the trench, fighting in the trench, which is what I do a lot of if you've been following this series. The flights, I do want them bombers, I need them. I do want the tanks are nice, I might get those. Oh, we need the bunkers as well. Bunkers, efficient light. Oh, we need a few different things. It's going to be a while before we get them. Regardless, let's get the bombers in for a start. I'm going to leave the tanks for now because we're going to have to get all the way around there just to unlock them. So let's get the raiders first, I think. They should be very good. We'll have to unlock this and then we're going to have to wait till we have 2 more turns. Well, research points. Now this is definitely a interesting development. This is a unoccupied tile. Can I just go in? I'm gonna find out. Oh, just clicked on Verdun and this has popped up. Region surrounded. They cannot attack out of the region and they cannot move units into or out of the region. They will lose stars rapidly. That is very nice. As long as we keep this strong, we are good. The enemy has done a rejig. They have left Calais open for an attack. I'm sorry, but we're going to have to go for it. They do have a fairly juicy stack at Iris, though. We're going to have to be wary of that. The enemy have done quite a few different deployments. They've left 1 core in many places. I'm not quite sure what the enemy has in mind, but we'll go with it. They've got lots of units in Suzanne. But it won't be enough, especially if we have the bombers now. We could take this. Charlemagne is a juicy stack of 9. The enemy are going to be desperate to try and take Verdun back. Have to keep this strong. Let's just see what happens when we attack this empty province. This will be... Oh, just capture territory. No way. And just like that, that is going to be the quickest conquest in World War I of a region. If we had vehicles, then that would be a breakthrough for Blitzkrieg. Going to have to stick a few more extra units in bar the Duke, however, just to make sure that we hold it firm. Just going to do a full rejig of our line. I need to counteract some of their movements and free up some more units too. Rejig complete. Managed to have Isbrook with another air wing. Stocked up these slightly in case the attack from Aris. This hasn't changed too much. Down here we have another air wing in Charlton. Ready to press south. We have this pre-captured region that we got. I'm actually going to stack this full of troops in case they do it again. If they If they don't end up occupying this area with troops, I'm just going to walk into that one again. All this is... I've got a weak defense there, but I don't think they'll break through. And we're having to have 5, 4... Well, there's a stack of 9 there, so I've got 5 cores there and 5 in bouncers. All ready to go. I'm going to put a supply depot there, actually. And over here. Simply because if they do decide to have a gander, I want to be able to win as best as I can. I'm going to have another storage in Châtillon Chimari. I'll give up. This province might even stick... I don't know if we'll get the investment back from a field hospital, I'm not going to lie. Gonna have to go for the Calais attack. Once we start this, however, we're gonna have to commit to it. If needs be, I will have to try and scrounge more units from elsewhere. We can also take this province. This is gonna put the squeeze on the enemy, that is for sure. Let's get this Calais attack initiated. We haven't yet done an attack from this area yet. Let's go. Calais has long been a site of conflict between England and France. In World War I, Calais was used as an important port for shipping supplies to the Western Front. Hopefully we will be one step closer to eliminating it soon. This is the battlefield of Calais. Nice and lovely green fields. Untouched terrain, lots of train tracks, more untouched fields. Shame it doesn't feature any more of the buildings, say, inside the town itself, but it is what it is. We're going to use this area for some artillery deployment and see how far over we can reach. This is my creation. We have this as my frontal launching staging ground. I'm going to go over to A and wiggle around to B and then over here. Nothing significant in terms of cover like forest, so we're just going to have to wing it. Lots of artillery, 4 heavies and 2 lights, which cover 95% of all the enemy entrenchments. We have the elites very much stationed around protecting this. 4 over here as well. Got these as a backup if these don't get there, and then we have lots more deployments, and we also have another balloon. Ooh, I forgot about this. We have the bombers as well. We shall see if they contribute. The enemy has put up their balloons. Let's blow them up. Somebody told me that 2 light artilleries do the job. We'll see. Then we'll compare it with 2 heavies. We've got the supply to do this. I don't know what those, whoever said it, but this is the light artillery. It's not even thick of it hardly. Heavies have done a better job. Let's make sure that that gets destroyed properly. That's 1. Yeah, the light artillery hasn't really done anything. I don't know if you've got significantly better tech at the whatever point in the game you're playing at, but that doesn't touch it. Still going for this one. Blowing up the other one now. Something else somebody thought of. I want to know if you get line of sight with the aircraft. So... airplanes, where are you? I don't think you do. We'll find out in a second. No, just confirming with whoever asked, you do not get line of sight from fighters. Let's see if these bombers do anything. Should be entertaining. We can also bombard this a little bit. Before we engage, this certainly works. Oh, the enemy sent over some men that just got eliminated. That bomb will probably go for the emplacements like machine guns. It must have found something. It's going... Oh, we got a miner line of sight there. I saw a flash doing things in the background. We'll bombard this a little bit more. They will have units stationed here. Let's weaken them further. We'll wait for the cannons to reload and then we'll send the men over the top. Looks like the British are coming over anyway. They're just going to get murdered. Yep. Murdered. I restocked this. Gonna have to get in there very quickly now. That bomber's still floating around doing things. Guns are reloaded. Let's send them in. They're off. Let's have a gander. Gonna have to make sure we suppress these very quickly. Artillery is on its way. The enemy have artillery. We need to suppress that before anything happens. We've got more coming in. Are they suppressed? They're not suppressed. I need to shoot them. I'm going to lose a few men there. That's not the best, but all of these are suppressed. Let's send them home quickly. That's it. Come on, machine gun. That's it. They're destroying the machine gun. We're in the trench. I need this suppressed quickly. Come on. That's it. Don't really have anything else which I can suppress with. I seem to be mispressing my buttons all of a sudden. We are in. That's the good news. Why aren't we? We're in there, aren't we? I don't know what's going on with these men. No idea, but at least they're in there now. You can just go home, send these in. We can actually bombard these some as well. Stop their assault. We can send a bombing mission over to their artilleries actually. Let's see what happens with that. Let's get more troops in these trenches. Let's send these guys up. Excellent, we've pretty much taken this now. Let's send them around to have a quick gander. Not too sure why they went over the top, but I thought they'd have run around, to be honest. We can send those home. The bombers are working those emplacements, and we can now send in more troops. Let's send them over. Oh yeah, that's it, we're still getting bombarded. Let's set some artillery off in this direction for if the enemy have any units there. We can weaken them. Need the good units that are healthy already over there. Prepare for the next push. The attack is underway. We're going to bombard them more, send more units over as well. Hopefully that will be over by the time we get in there. Be ready with the suppression when this happens. Come on, chaps. Oh, they are in there. All this will cover the suppression for that. That is great. They are going to get in successfully. Send these troops over for backup. They are in. Send these guys over as well. Start working around that back section. Don't know if these are going to get stuck. Hopefully not. We need them in the trench though. They're getting a little bit stuck. Artillery is now ready again. Let's bombard them to bits. There we go. Right, get back in the trench. Yeah, they did get stuck after that. No matter. We've I am using the elite troops. They are much better in the trench than most. We can just shuffle these over. Take care of their remaining artillery. And capture this point. Finally. We can get 2 of these now. Also stashed here. We've got 2 units floating around there. We'll keep 1 there just in case. We'll do the same over here. Why isn't there 2 in there now? Oh, they're fanning around going that way. Something I do need to see if it works. I forgot to see it. Someone said that it did. But bombarding that main trench. See if it gets reoccupied. Here come the British again. They're going for another gander because they are flanking me. I can't actually shoot them really. Oh, we're getting some shots in there because of the angle. Oh, that's good. One of them are down. Second is nearly down. And now for some reason we can't shoot them. Well, they got in, but it doesn't matter. We've got all this to bombard as well. There's a lot of units stashed. Doubled up as well. I wonder if that is where they were going to attack initially before I started running across. That is the question. Let's bombard these troops. Oh, they are not going to like that. That's going to cause a lot of casualties. Both of these go to half, and that'll be about 250-ish in each, so maybe 500 troops dead. So that might even be 2,000 dead just there. Off we go again, sending more troops over the top. But pre-bombardment first of heavies. We'll even get a plane in. 2 planes in. They are shooting me, which isn't nice. Stand there as well. Oh, they've got a lot of units here. I hope we get in time. We're going to actually lose quite a few men. Get across there very quickly. Maybe I should have attacked them slightly differently. As long as they are being suppressed now though, we should be okay. We are shooting them. We need to send these guys in. We're going to get hit real hard otherwise. Bombard all of this section. Coming in strong. Bombard whatever's here because they keep shooting me. This is a little bit of a cock up, not gonna lie. Men running around everywhere, not too sure what they are doing. We managed to get the command point in the end. Don't know how much we can hold this, however. And we're going to send in 2, and we're going to capture it back. Got more troops on the way. Let's get some of these guys working, shall we? They are going to try and push their way back. But we can just run back in there and get these units. Were they shooting something over here then? Yes, they were. We've nearly got this section now. Just keep blowing these guys up. Make sure that they can't do anything too drastic. Something keeps shooting me from there as well. over once the artillery has done its job. There we go, send them in. Get some of these shuffled, and then we can start working our way down here to these nearly dead units. I'm going to send some of these home as well. Don't know what's still there, but they still keep shooting. I'm going to have to send some men over shortly. Get some fresh troops in. I'm going to start using these standard infantry. Oh, there we go. We're pretty much buckled now. We can suppress this or just rush it. Let's do that. Sending the men over now. Hopefully they don't get stuck. Gonna have to suppress these now before they start getting too giddy. Oh, there's the double stack of them there that I didn't even know about. Let's just do assess. Squad chaps. Bombard these. Oh no, I didn't want that to happen. Oh, it looks like they're going in. Try and blow these up while we're at it. Move these troops around. That should be it, to be fair. Not a bad effort. I can still keep launching shells at them, so I'll keep doing that. Might save a few more lives. Them needed done. I can do the same with these as well. We only have that 1 point now to capture. And they're nearly done now. One more artillery barrage should do the trick. Excellent. We should start capturing this any second now. There we go, that's the last point. What a good dude that is. That's it. We have done a sweep in Calais. Let's have a look at the scores. Oh, minus 161. That will be from the medical tent. I didn't know it actually showed it in a different thing there. It cost us 800 quid to build that, so we're probably about halfway through in terms of getting our money back. And I thought we lost more than what that says, but never mind, I'll still take that. Despite attacking, we lost about half of the enemy's number, maybe a little more than half, but not bad, not bad at all. It cost the enemy a lot, there's no way that they're going to be attacking neither. This is the result. We have national will change more in our favour. Calais has lost a star. Excellent. What a good dude that is. I'm going to leave this episode here. It's getting close to the half-an-hour mark. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think about this free region capture. I have sent more units in there in case the enemy do not occupy these. You know, I can, hopefully, if I can take any one of them, it will encircle all the units over here, which is great stuff. I'll be attacking and taking this region next in this turn, and moving down to Trias. And once we have, now we've started the assault on Calais, we're going to have to keep doing that and keep pressing. Might have to find some technology that will assist in this, maybe the elites. Maybe something else. We'll see. As always, thank you for tuning in. I do appreciate your time. Leave a comment on anything you want. I do try and get a reply to all of them. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.